Why, hello there, my fellow seafarers. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Windrose. Episode 6, Sailing Down to Tortuga. The next thing I want to do is to head over to the Tortuga market. But before I do that, I want a fast travel bell first. In case there's other island points of interest. Little spoiler, Tortuga will have its own fast travel point. Cities will have their own, so you don't need to place one when you get to, like, Tortuga will have its own, but there might be other islands on the way there that I will want fast travel for. Or if I'm, like, in pursuit and gonna sink or something, you know, there's other reasons to have it. For that, I need a little rope. When fighting, is dash the same as dodge? Yes. There's not really a dash, there's a dodge. You can dash forward, or dodge forward, which would be the dash, and then there's the dodging left, right, and back, which would be the dodge. So I guess you can close the distance with a dash forward. I just generally don't, because it's a good way to just get your face poked immediately. They're like, oh, dodge forward? Okay. Enjoy the face poke. So for another fast travel bell, we need more copper than I currently have. Okay. I could break down a weapon I'm not using. Because I have this musket that I just don't need to keep, so I'll just do that. We can always make a new musket later. It's not a big deal. Any weapon that you... Oh, I broke my blunderbuss. Whatever, I don't care. Makes no difference. Any weapon that you destroy, you can make. You get the blueprint for. So here's the blunderbuss, here's the musket. So I broke it down, I could rebuild it. You know, if I wanted... I would rather have the musket, truth be told. So I'm happier making that trade, to be honest. Alright, so the fast travel bell is 3 rope. And of course, you need wood for it, but I'll just get wood from the island that I'm on. That's fine. I'll take the coin and the guineas I have with me. And I have enough food, so... The Tortuga is here. And the fastest way there would be to fast travel down to this site. And then go from here.
Ships under your hand, Captain.
And now that I am sailing the open seas for the first time, we can do shanties.
Shore. Oh, you're off so many whalers and many drunken sailors, but you'll never cruise round Liverpool no more. Now come here, all you sailors bold, and listen to me tale. I know you all will sadly pity me, for I was a ruddy fool in the port of Liverpool on the voyage when I first paid off from sea. I was paid off at the home for a voyage from Sierra Leone. £2.10 a month had been my pay. As I jingled in me 10, I was sadly taken in by a lady of the name of Maggie May. Oh, Maggie, Maggie May, they've taken you away to slave upon Van Diemen's cruel shore. Oh, you're off so many.
So I have 2 gunboats behind me that are level 5. Not a good idea to fight 2 gunboats at level 5 with a level 1 ship.
She was dressed in a gown so fine, like a frigate on the line, and sailor man gave chase. Well, next morning when I awoke and I found that I was broke, I hadn't got a penny I could find. So I had to pawn me suit, me Johnells and me bolts down in the Parkland pawn shop number 9. Oh, Maggie, Maggie May, they've taken you away to slave upon Van Diemen's cruel shore. Oh, you're off so many whalers and many drunken sailors, but you'll never cruise round Liverpool no more. Oh, you thieving Maggie May, you robbed me of me pay when I slept with you last night ashore. Oh, it's guilty the jury found her, of robbing a homeward bounder, and she'll never roll down Paradise Street no more. She was chained and sent away from Liverpool.
So in the open ocean, there will be points of interest. This is a old shipwreck. So I'm going to make a stop here because it's on the way to Tortuga. Tortuga's kind of far away. When I make landfall, I'm going to drop a fast travel bell and then explore the island, and then when I'm ready to leave, I'll pull the bell back up. So the bell's just an insurance policy in case I die. The lost barrels and stuff that you find in the water, you can just hit spacebar to grab. It puts it all into the ship's cargo. And I'm just moving the cargo to my own personal inventory. There's also Buccaneer Raiders. So these Buccaneer Raiders are not hostile. They're green. Buccaneers are like, for lack of a better term, allies. And I can use them to engage enemy fleets and, you know, profit off of it or whatever. Not that I intend to. Pushy, thank you for the gifted subs. Holy cow. Thank you, thank you. Alright, so I dropped a bell. That's one of the friendly Buccaneers, so I don't have to worry about that. And here is one of the shipwrecks to explore. With 2 treasures. Ouchies. Ah! Ah! My bell platform! Ah! Ah! No, don't kill me! I got tripped up on, debris. I don't have enough space. Luckily, oh, hello. Luckily, the crabs are relatively slow, so you can just disengage the old-fashioned way. Oh, wait, what's going on? Who are you firing on? It's just me here. Unless it's not. Is this a pirate ship? Yeah, okay, there's pirate ships. So there's a sea battle going on in here, and, like, I'm on foot. Which is all sorts of messed up, but whatever. Just don't cannonball me, bro. So the problem I'm having here is these guys are level 5. I'm level 3 with level 1 gear. Well, and a level 2 sword, I suppose. So I'm massively under-leveled for this. This is why I'm really only barely chipping away at their health. And if you're wondering, no, unlike a game like Sea of Thieves, there's no way to utilize my ship's cannons against these things. It's... Ow! Whoosh! Through that. We're almost through the fiddlers, but then there's all the, like, drowned dead that I'm gonna have to deal with, too. Hi, guys! You chillin'? Who's winning? Probably Blackbeard, because it's a 3v2. I could intervene, but I'm busy. / lazy. I did get a curio for wrought iron lamps. Blueprint for wrought iron lamps. Oh god, you are so much higher level than me. Having you touch me will hurt. So much. Oh, yep. Yeah, it's like a quarter of my health. I slash you for 20 of your health, and you slash me for a quarter of mine. Seems fair. And this is exactly what I mean. You need to level up a lot. I wanted to go to Tortuga, because Tortuga is like the major port in the game, and it's going to like open up a lot of opportunities. and demonstrate a lot of game mechanics. But getting there is a little treacherous, as you might be able to tell. Well, that's partially because I made the stop here. So it's my fault, but still. Oh, dang it. I was about to auto-reload automatically if I waited a second. The guns are also good at removing poise from the enemy. The posture, you know, the guarding. And you can also use it to kite and run and gun. Oh, good lord. Okay, alright. I think what I'm gonna do is rather than fight the swarms of the undead, I'm gonna, like, loot and scoot. Or try to, at least. Alright, that was all the oh, shit! That was all the treasure that was here. I'll learn the curio in a second. And maybe I'll get involved in the ship battle. I'm gonna leave the fast travel bell here in case I die. So that I can get involved in the ship battle with, like, almost no consequence. So this was wheel chandelier. So that's a new decoration type, by the by. Oh, get owned! Wow, these buccaneers did not need my help. Oh, aim too high. Alright, they're boardable. I might as well board them for the funsies. And in this case, you could also, because they're not a treasure boat, you could just sink them to save time. Because boarding is risky. You could die, and if you die, getting back to your ship could suck. In this case, I have a fast travel bell right here, so it's not that big of a deal. Whereas, like, sinking them is, like, completely free of risk. But boarding is fun, and they're only a level 2, so it's not like they're going to have a massive stat boost over me. Also, all's fair in love and war. I can shoot them before the boarding action occurs. I don't even have to go onto their ship. I could just shoot them continually if I wanted to. And I only needed to kill 2 of them because it was a low-level ship, so we won. Okay, I'm going to let them live because I missed a stationary target 3 times. So you get to go down with your ship, pal. But as you can see, there was no bonus. I didn't get like 50 coin as a result of boarding because this was not a treasure boat. So I will get the rewards for looting it, plus some provisions, but it wasn't like loaded. Oh, speaking of loaded, there's like a nice reward right here. And don't worry, I'm going to go back to my travel bell in a second. So this is a shipwreck, a lost boat. Ooh, salt. Nice. Alright, so I have my bell back, and now I'm going to continue down to Tortuga. What shall we do with the drunken sailor? Well, thank you for the resub, Cruzo. I'll get some shanties going in here in a second.
Yep. Come all you bold young thoughtless men, aboard and take by me, and never leave your happy homes to sail the raging sea. For I have plowed the raging main this 20 years or more. But now I'm turned adrift to starve upon my native shore. By raging storms and tempests, shipwreck 3 times I've been, and many a bloody battle upon the seas I've seen.
So that white chest over there is from the sunken buccaneer that the sunken pirate the buccaneer sunk, and then the Lost Good is something separate. So I got both.
Upon the raging main, true hearts of oak, we British tars will push to sea again, and bravely bring their ships to port as we have done.
Another thing to note is gaining wood is really fast if you hit the lost barrels out here. So it's a non-zero, it's a non-bad way to farm wood, in other words. Because each one of these little barrels is like, that was 11 wood in a repair kit. Sometimes it's like 20 wood. And it adds up quickly as you travel, allowing you to have a nice supply that you didn't have to cut down physically for, cut down trees. Yeah, I don't know. I like to do it, only when it's convenient. There's 37.
Sally is the girl that I love dearly. Way, bully in the alley. Sally is the girl that I love nearly. Bully down in Shinbone now. Oh, help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Way, bully in the alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley.
I'm trying to thread the needle so I don't engage a giant armada. Because no thanks. Oh, this gunboat just turned around. The song will automatically stop when you get within, like, engagement range. I'm not super interested to take this fight. It's a gunboat with, like, no treasure. And it's very close to, like, 5 other ships. In this case, what you could do is you could use chain shot to take their sails out, and if you do enough sail damage, it will stop their ship from being. Well, that was a horrible shot, but it would stop their ship from being able to pursue you quickly, allowing you to get a clean getaway. If I didn't like super epic fail miss, but that would be pretty much the only use for chain shot, is just to get a getaway. Oh, good lord. Oh, boy. All right. Pivot. Turn. Going over to Tortuga is sketchy. Another thing is the map here. This red area is like Blackbeard water. Given that I just found Buccaneers, there's probably Buccaneer base nearby and Buccaneer patrolled water nearby as well. But the waters around you are controlled by different factions. And Blackbeard is like the hostile faction, and all the other factions have their own nuances. The Buccaneers, the Smugglers, the Brethren of the Coast, which is like the people of Tortuga, etc., etc. We'll get into that. But yeah, I have over 200 wood from just scooping barrels out of the sea. It's more wood than I've had ever, so pretty effective. As an insurance policy, if there's another island... Oh yeah, there's an island there. I could drop a fast travel bell there if I'm worried about making it over to Tortuga, but I'm pretty sure I can get to Tortuga without dying. So I'm not going to worry about that too much. Supposedly the word bully in the song is drunk. Yes, bully in the alley is like drunk in the alley. A lot of the sailor songs are about being drunk. That much is true.
Now lads, come all you bold young thoughtless men, go and take by me, and never leave your happy homes to sail the raging sea. For I have plowed the raging main this 20 years or more, but now I'm turned adrift to starve upon my native shore. By raging storms and tempests, shipwrecked 3 times I've been, and many a bloody battle upon the seas I've seen. I've seen the cannon's glaring flash, I've heard its thunderous roar, though now I'm turned adrift to starve upon my native shore. Should hostile fleets e'er venture upon the raging main, true hearts of oak, we British tars will push to sea again.
Let's roll over halfway there.
Bring their ships to port as we have done before. So
It's a big world.
while we're in want upon our
The other thing to note is,
come pity gentle strangers.
in these waters, for instance, the spoils of winning is insignia and coin, and the boarding spoils would be trade good, coffee, and salt. So, depending on the waters that you're in, it will tell you what your boarding rewards are.
For now I'm turned adrift to starve upon my native shore. Roll, boys! Help me, Bob, I'm
Oh, speaking about being bully in the alley,
bully in the alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Bully down in Shinbo now. Sally is the girl that...
can you change the song they're singing? You can just tell them not to sing with the B key,
No more crowing. Here we go.
and then have them pick a new song. It's not like Sea of Thieves where you can pick and choose, as far as I'm aware. I don't believe there's a keybind for that.
The will boys for Tortuga we will steer, and we'll sing in joyful chorus in the watches of the night, and we'll sight shores of Tortuga.
Not that I see.
When the great
Just toggle shanty.
brings the light. Way, hey, all right, hey, boys. Who has time?
Yeah, you can hit N for like a new song, but you can't just like pick them.
Roll, boys.
That was one of the things I really liked about Sea of Thieves, is you can like pick the song and have multiple instruments coordinate. It's pretty cool.
And we don't give a damn when we drink our rum with the girls of old Maui. Rolling down to old Maui, me boys, rolling down to old Maui. We're homeward bound from the Arctic ground, rolling down to old Maui. How soft the breeze.
So this is hard grog. It is a consumable that you can make with like rum and different liquors. And this would increase the ship's damage resistance by 15% for 30 minutes. This obviously is persistent through combat, so it's not like a regular repair kit where it goes away if you get hit. Taking damage does not interrupt the effect. And these are later on in the game, late game, you can kind of like make them and they're not super special. But for now, because I have a very limited amount of them and almost no ability to actually make them, I am not going to be using them unless I'm in a big, important ship battle. Speaking of which, I just absentmindedly sailed into a raider. Luckily, these raiders are like level 2 and level 3. There aren't like level 5s that much. And you're going to miss. I'm not close enough, you idiot. So I'm just going to keep sailing. There is almost no benefit to blowing up these non-treasure ships, given that I have like level 1 weapons and will take me a while, and I'd rather just get to Tortuga. Let's see if I can chain shot him though, because I missed the last time I fired. Yeah, I did. I hit one of them. With higher level cannons, you can like shred ships quick, and the chain shot becomes more viable. But because it does so low damage, and I have so low level cannons, it's super ineffective. All right, we're getting pretty close to Tortuga because we're now in undead waters, not Blackbeard waters. It's just on the horizon. I am relatively surprised. It's maybe a bit of a critique that there isn't a 5th tree for, like, sea admiraling ship bonuses of sorts. Given that a lot of the combat you do in this game is on a ship, there is no, like, ship talents. Not really. Maybe in the future. I don't know. Who knows? Cheers, by the way. So here's the island of Tortuga. Well, it's not really an island so much as it is a place to do trade and stuff. So it's not one that you really explore. As evidenced by this weird sort of eerie undead glow. We're just heading to the port. And we'll get more into that in a minute. Let's say hi. Oh. See? My cannons hit the wall. Did you notice? Let's do it again. Poof. Yeah, it's not really open to the public.
All hands! Call all hands to man the capstan. See the cable run down clear. Heave away, and with the will, boys, for Tortuga we will steer, and we'll sing in joyful chorus in the watches of the night, and we'll sight shores of Tortuga when the grey dawn brings the light. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea.
So I am gonna park like Jack Sparrow, i.e. as a total jackass where I don't throw the brakes on because collision damage isn't a thing for boats. So why bother? We're here! Thump! And this is Tortuga. The other thing is the rested bonus also occurs on your boat. So as you can see, I'm like fully rested because I was on the boat. Oh, am I on the wrong side? No, I'm not on the wrong side. Okay. Oh, I so much want to just like push you into the water. And there we go. Fast travel activated. So I can travel from here back home in an instant. That there is what a fast travel site at a point of interest looks like. It's this sort of thing here. Speaking of which, let's take it. Because my backpack is freaking full. And what I'm going to bring with me is the deckhand insignia.
Careful now. Health before.
And that's it. Coin, yeah. I'm going to leave the brandy behind, the salt behind. Do I have? Yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whip up some new bandages. Okay, and then... Oh, I don't have the new hand insignia. Where is the new handers? Here it is. Perfect. Anything else I want to bring with me? No, but what I will do is I'll take some of the wood I have, the 328 wood, and let's do 150 of it into charcoal. And then the rest of it into this bag. Okay. I don't really need to eat right now, because, like, I'm going to be in town. It's a non-combat area. I guess that was a bit of a spoiler, but it shouldn't be. So, back to Tortuga. So the card journal right now... Oh, I finished. So let's go ask around Tortuga about the smugglers. I think that's a not bad idea, given that I am now in Tortuga and I want to show it off. So in Tortuga, you've got bounty agents for every faction. So bounty agent, this one is for Brethren of the Coast, which I would argue is the most important one, at least initially. I'll explain in a minute. But you can sell your insignias or your letters of favor to them.
for reputation. So as you, I'll just sell one for an example. It 1 rep point out of 100, or one of the bigger ones for 4 rep point out of 100. Total of 5 now. Each faction will sell something different. So the Brethren of the Coast sells you shipwreck tools, which allows you to make ships. It sells you the design for a brig and a frigate, which are bigger ships, and then like style stuff. You'll notice there's 2 different types of coin, piastre and guinea. And the guineas are used for like style and blueprints and things, and then the coins are used for like gear and ships. One's for like equipment and things to fight with, and the other things to like design and build with, as a simple way of putting it. So
I've got the
Brethren of the Coast is the ones that would allow us to unlock building brigs and frigates, which are, kind of important because little spoiler, but not a big one. Essentially, coastal jungle is catch, foothills is brig, curse swamps is frigate. If you try to bring a catch to the curse swamp waters, you're gonna get murdered super bad. So your ship has to level up with you and get bigger with you as you progress into the game. So it's why I'm saying Brethren of the Coast is kind of the most important to build up your rep with, because if you want to progress to like chapter 2 in the game and you don't have the capacity to build a brig, you're going to run into some trouble. You might have to lower the difficulty, etc. Let's go check out the other bounty agents. So this is the bounty agent for the smugglers. And this is what the smugglers get you. Smithing flux, which allows you to make metal weapons and armor. There's 2 types of armor. Metal armor isn't better than leather armor. They're just different stat bonuses. The metal armor usually gives you like damage resistance or health stats, and the leather armor gives you like damage and crit stats. It's just whatever you want. And they also sell plans. So he sells the plans for the Conquistador cuirass and pants, pikeman cuirass and pants, keyhole, and then bracing. So this stuff is really important. Right now in my ship, I have standard armor. And this is like different types of armor. So you have the 3 different types of armor. Kill, hold, hull bracing, which taking damage no longer affects the duration repair of repair kits. Basically, if I have a normal repair kit on and I take damage, it keeps working, which is pretty awesome. Iron Resolve, which is when the health ship drops, its damage resistance increases, which is only really useful if you're on the ropes. And then Steadfast Hull Bracing, which grants you stacks of Steadfast, and every time you take damage, it consumes 1 and reduces incoming damage. So, and then this is the Tactics. This is the 4th slot on my catch that I haven't got. And the smugglers sell the different tactics. You've got Ambush. If you deal nor take damage for 2 minutes, the next volley does bonus. Destroying enemy ship restores your ship's health. Repair kits last longer, and grog lasts way longer. Out of combat, your ship slowly repairs, and hitting enemy applies a broken rhythm effect, reducing the reload speed and damage by 20%. So there's 5 different bonuses there, and then also some like building plans. They also allow you to exchange guinea and piastre. So if you have like a lot of one and not a lot of the other, you can exchange them, but not at a very good exchange rate. So I would suggest not doing a whole lot of that unless you really need to. All right, over here you've got the bounty agent for the Rogue Buccaneers. The Rogue Buccaneers gives you the master tools for firearms and leather armor. Merchant contract. This is kind of important. This allows you to set up a merchant stall for animal products in your village, allowing you to buy crab meat, bird meat, dodo eggs, and feathers. And if you beat the coastal jungle boss, allows you to buy meat, rough hide, boar tusk, animal fat. And if you beat the foothills boss, allows you to buy wolf fang, goat horn, and goat bezoars. They also sell the flybuster set and the tracker set. And then they also have cannons. So they have tempered cannons, which after reloading, waiting 6 seconds before firing, does more damage. Perfectly ordered, which is if you hit a target within 4 seconds of reloading, you reload faster. And devastating, which is hitting a target with more than 50% of the volley, gives a rake effect. All damage dealt to the targets with raking effect does more damage. So you have tempered style, perfectly ordered style, and devastating style, plus the default ones that we already have, of all 3 sizes. So of 12s, 24s, and 36s, and then some blueprint lands and flags and the like. Jasper Crow
worse gears than yours.
is a villager that you can hire, and he has a 30% chance to refund you when upgrading items. He costs 500 coin. I don't have that. But he is a tailor that you can assign to a tailoring bench in your town to potentially make tailoring cheaper. Bounty agent for people of Tortuga, also known as Brethren of the Coast. They're kind of, not Brethren of the Coast, people of Tortuga. Brethren of the Coast is those guys. And they give you sewing tools for cloth stuff, a food contract to be able to buy banana seeds, sweet potato seeds, pepper and pepper seeds, and then eventually lime, aloe, corn, tomato, flax, and then natural resources to be able to buy fiber, clay, wood, stone, sulfur, hardwood, tree bark. Privateer stuff, the privateer plans for the crit armor, and then the marksman plans for marksman armor, plus, design stuff. Mercer over here is your alchemist. So she can double the amount of clay bottles that you make. So 1 piece of clay makes 2 bottles instead of 1, and the chance to craft extra elixirs when you go to craft them. Another townsperson worth 500.
Patience improves outcomes.
Some debts.
You got Francois over here who's involved in quests later on, so he doesn't really have anything to say for now. And then into the tavern.
They're making some kind of noise. Hear that?
Well, they're probably asking for rum.
It's not very well illuminated, if you ask me. But we've got Long Ben who wants to talk. They should call him Tall Ben. I mean, look at him.
Would you like a drink?
Good to see a new face at the end of the world. Those are some interesting patterns you got there, matey. He's talking about the weird symbols on her body. Doc says they're not contagious. If the doc's name is Galen Skelton, I might just believe you. What happened on Tortuga? Who knows? Either a drowned got tired of being in Davy Jones' locker, or it's Blackbeard's botching up something with those ancient relics. Rumor has it, he rules the dead now, and he ordered them to crawl out of the sea and attack the city. A great storm hit us that night, flooding the houses on the coast. Survivors cleared out a nearby island. The ones left here, they got nothing left to lose. So a lot of the people that lived on Tortuga are elsewhere. They evacuated. What can I do for you? Someone has wrecked the smuggler's caches. One of them had a letter for Henry. Down on the seafloor, every other man's either Billy or Henry. Try keeping track. But those caches are precious. Blackbeard's pirates have cut the trade routes. Only smugglers are bringing supplies to Tortuga. Without them, we won't last. I appreciate your help. Talk to Marita. She handles the cargo and deliveries. All right, I'll talk to her. She is in the main smuggler's camp. You'll recognize her straight away. So, he has just led us to the Smuggler HQ, which is just south of us. It's useful because otherwise I wouldn't have known where to go. And this is related to the Underground Network quest, which is the lowest level quest that we have available to us. Now that I've shown you around, I'm going to have you make some important decisions. What do I do next? I could either work towards a Blackbeard's catch, which is the catch that can use 24-pounder guns. I could explore islands for treasure and XP. I could continue do the underground network. Quest. Or work on upgrading armor and gear. So you guys could decide. The poll is on the left there. And while you vote, I am going to run and grab myself a little coffee. I'll be right back. Thank you for tuning in to Windrose, which originally streamed live on Twitch as a marathon. If you have any questions for me, let me know in the comments below. I am not, however, looking for feedback. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits, and everyone who showed up to the marathon live and supported this subathon. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow privateers.